There are certain unwritten rules that people follow in hockey. Specifically, there are certain rules that people follow in the NHL. These things can range from just being courteous to etiquette on fighting or stuff like that. Well, the Bruins organization has been mucking up the trade talks with Jeremy Swayman, as far as I can tell, and yesterday they did something that definitely broke one of those unspoken rules. They publicly talked about his offer, an offer that he claims he hasn't even seen yet, in a press conference that was available to the public. Essentially, about 2 weeks ago, I believe in the middle of September, Don Sweeney was asked about contract negotiations with Jeremy Swayman, and he very respectfully tried to correct some inaccuracies and inconsistencies in the news while keeping everything close to the chest. Well, Cam Neely, he does not feel this way, at least not anymore, because he came out and basically said, I'm not going to get into what they're asking is, but I know if I'm Jeremy Swayman, there's 64 million reasons for me to come back to Boston and start playing. This is just not something you do. It's one of those unspoken rules. You don't go outside of contract negotiations and try to make one party look bad in the public eye so that they are more willing to accept a lowball offer that you're giving them. And I don't mean lowball in the sense that $8 million is not a lot. It is a good amount. But what I mean by that is clearly because Jeremy Swayman hasn't signed yet, he is expecting and adamantly demanding more. Bottom line, this was uncool of Cam Neely to do, and I do want to specify that to me, it seemed like Don Sweeney was trying to avoid that route whenever possible, so I don't necessarily think the onus is all on him. Something that makes it even worse is that Louis Gross, the sports agent that represents Jeremy Swayman, released a statement that says, essentially, we never heard about this $64 million deal that was referenced at today's presser, and we're deeply concerned and offended that they would try to make us look bad in the public. It was not fair to Jeremy, and we don't know what we're going to do from here. Now, this obviously makes Don Sweeney and Cam Neely look like idiots, and also a little bit spiteful and maybe angry that Jeremy Swayman, who they intended on making their starting goalie after they traded Allmark, is giving them a hard time about contract negotiations. Personally, I think he should get somewhere in the range of $8.5 to $9.5 million. He's an incredible goalie, and I think the salary cap should only be going up. If you're signing an $8 million deal for 8 years, I mean, that's a lot of term. You should jack that up a bit. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and remember to like and subscribe. Peace.